Share alive. Good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening. This is a special session by the Gavin Matthews Live, the voice of democracy. Oh my God, this is a special session tonight. Special session now being brought to you by Dr. Matthews in the house. The reason why I'm smiling because I've been hearing good news all night. Very, very good news. And I want to be straight with my people who are coming on this live tonight and be very much straight with you so you can understand what is going on. So share the live. Share the live. I'll do another minute. Then in the meantime, you can listen to some wonderful music. So share the live. Share the lives. I know it in Guyana it's 30 minutes to midnight. It's 11:30 over here. Share the live. I know there's a lot of people in the PPP camp are trembling to hear the sudden emergence of Mr. Aubrey Norton. So share the live. I'll take another minute so you can listen to some music and then we'll kickstart tonight's show. This is not Christopher Jones. This is not Sherrod Duncan. This is Gavin Matthews bringing to you as it is. Oh my gosh. You know, I can tell you something, right? Listen to some music while it's spicy tonight. I mean, yes, night. It's not morning as yet, but while it's spicy tonight, listen to some music. While I get some more information that is coming in, makes me I'm laughing all the time, you know. And but let's be serious, Guyanese, ladies and gentlemen. This is a new emergence of the will of the people. You can tell how the will of the people is so needed in our constitution today, in our country today. You can tell how the will of the people is so desirous to be spoken outright. And the three largest constituencies, 5, 10, and 4, landslide victory predominantly for Mr. Norton. So even if what's his name again? I'm trying to remember his name. Joseph Harmon is claiming all the different regions. So let's say it's 7 regions. Still can't win. Because the 3 largest regions that has the most delegates, Region 5, Region 10, and Region 4, walk away. What I'm saying tonight is what's coming from the horse's mouth. The people who are working in those regions and would have given their declaration. Not from Mr. Vincent Alexander. So I want people to know what's going on. I am not Mr. Vincent Alexander. What I'm saying tonight is not based upon what he's saying. I don't think he ever said anything as yet. But I'm giving you the raw detail. Raw detail. But I'm going to say to you tonight, A pleasant good night to you from Guyana to the Caribbean Isles, to West Indian Isles, to Pacific Isles, to British Virgin Isles, the US Virgin Isles, Mexico, US, Canada, the UK, EU, China, Beijing, Hong Kong, Japan, Taiwan, all over that has people who are connected to the People's National Congress, the APNU AFC, people who are there connected to them. Welcome to you all tonight. Now, before I start what I'm about to say, this, oh my gosh, I know y'all bear with me. I believe that I get in a sabotage. I know I suddenly come off the air. Yes. I know y'all bear with me a bit, please. I'm about to do some declaration myself. Okay, good. Yes, I'm on back. Now, it is from credible sources that Mr. Joseph Harmon is deciding to wait on the diaspora, the delegates from the diaspora, before he concedes. That's the information that I have presently. He's waiting, although he has been advised to concede, although there is information that a letter or a speech of concedence is within some drafting respect or aspect, but it is based upon credible sources that he has indicated to the Chief Elections Officer, Mr. Vincent Alexander. He's waiting on the delegates from the diaspora, which cannot, at no time at all, supersedes the delegates locally. I want to make this specifically and predominantly clear. So, it is to my understanding also too, from credible sources, and when I mean credible, these are people working on the ground. You know, this is not like the general regional elections where the PPP brought in the Wicked Witch Lynch and her cabals. This is a different story. This is where people are working on the ground and they're giving you credible information because these are people who are in those place of polls and give you returns that are credible because they are there when these countings are going on. Now, my understanding is that Mr. Aubrey Norton is already being declared the winner by the tabulations. By the tabulations of these votes. But they're waiting on Mr. Vincent Alexander, who may or may not or would have advised Mr. Harmon to concede. But like every other candidate, they want to see till when the last orange drop from the tree. I basically don't think he has to wait that long because the delegates, I think, did not supersede 40,000 for them to, wait that long for a declaration. Because the time of voting was from 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. The time of declaration was supposed to be at 9 o'clock tonight. It's not 12 o'clock as yet. But we haven't gotten any word from Mr. Alexander because I believe he is, according to credible sources, he's waiting on Mr. Harmon to graciously step aside and concede. Uh, I am not an APNU, FC, or PNC member. So you don't have to worry with Gavin Matthews. So people shouldn't say, well, he's part of Harmon team or he's part of Aubrey Norton team. I'll be honest with you. I prefer Mr. Norton. I mightn't like his philosophies or ideas in which he tends to be a politician. I mightn't like it. But he's the right man for Jack Dio. You want a hooligan? Because Jack Dio is one. Now he's getting someone who's equal to him or far better more than him. He thinks he's a dictator? Mr. Jack, do you think you're a dictator? Well, open your eyes. You got it coming for you. So the people must speak. The people must speak. Dr. Matthews at it. I don't have favoritism. I ain't a member of no party. I can tell you that. So if I'm the only talk, as a matter of fact, if I'm the only person on this social network, which is Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter, it is because I'm saying what it is. Nobody waiting in no pandemonium or disbelief waiting for somebody to declare something. I'm saying it now from the credible sources. So Mr. Vincent Alexander can say something different. You understand what I mean? Harman knows by now that he lost the popular vote. You can't win an election without the popular vote. You have to have the popular vote. And those who are looking means, the popular vote means the majority speaks. The will of the people. So I'm saying it again. Mr. Joseph Harman, it is time you concede, step aside, slide down the gully, into the barrel, sealed with a cover, and shipped back to where you came from. It's time for a new breed of people. Guyanese are tired, hoping and waiting for somebody to do something. If Guyanese are looking for a leader, well, the biennial delegates has chosen one. So it has been done this way. So Mr. Rat meets his meter. This is the first time the rat now gonna meet the cat. Got to run. Got to do the Michael Jackson. Because it's coming. It is coming. It's a natural disaster all over again. You don't even have to ask for it. It's time we get on board, united with Mr. Norton. The entire party should now unite with him and get these people out the place. It is time. We waiting on no next election. You can imagine members of the PNC executive sitting down and telling the news media that we're sure of winning the next election. Are you serious? These people didn't even need an election. It's time to do the Michael Jackson. Sing the tune, beat it. Because they never won an election. So I don't know what they're talking about. It is time we move against this de facto government. And it's time we spread the news. Tell one, call one, say, hey, Gavin Matthews down now, talking. Share the live. Let them know that Dr. Matthews is talking about it. The truth got to be told. The information got to be out there. All who want to hide it, it's their business. Me got time for wait for that. It is time the new leader takes his place. What the same person that all the international community frightened, they want nothing to do with Harvey Norton, you know? They want nothing to do with Harvey Norton. Not even Jack Dio wants anything to do with him. Because now he have to sit down and pat the lion on his head to ask him which corner he should turn. Well, the turn means out goes the PPP. C. Well, the PPP ain't got a C. It's PPP plus the house slave, the chief photo op house slave. I don't even know if he's a prime minister or what. I don't even think he has that position. So, Mr. Harmon's strength is not in the diaspora. He knows that also too. To those who are looking, he doesn't have the strength in the diaspora because the diaspora doesn't want anything to do with him. So I don't know what he's waiting on. Even if you add up the votes of who voted for him outside there, it still not supersede the votes that he already lost here. So, Mr. Joseph Harmon, don't play me like the PPP. Me want here 3 months and 5 months waiting period. As a matter of fact, tomorrow shouldn't even come for here if you concede. Just as I'm speaking here now, go on the television, call the news media. Call all of them, sit down in front of them and say, here, according to credible sources, like Gavin Matthews, according to credible sources, I have lost the election because you know it was given the boot. Don't start playing with people's mind right now because Guyanese wait too long, far too long for this nonsense. So, don't wait until 12 o'clock. I beg you. Because it now looks like the same system like what the PPP did that the APNU, AFC, PNC is bringing towards now. And believe you me, you won't want a third party because Mr. Matthews is coming hard. I don't think you want a third party. Because I ain't your crowd. Believe you me, I don't think you want a third party because nobody has faith in you. Nobody has no confidence in you, Mr. Harmon. Nobody trusts you. I don't trust you. The people don't trust you. The people spoke. The will of the people. The will of the people spoke tonight. So it's time you give up. Concentrate on uniting the party. Bringing the party together for one common goal. Not to defeat the PPP. It is tell them it's time for them to leave because they never won the election. It is time to tell Claudette Singh it's time to do the Michael Jackson. And we want smooth playing field for them. We want them to go to jail. We want them to go to jail. That's what we want them to do. I think I know smooth playing field. want them to go to jail. That is what we're looking for. So those who are now joining, share the live feed. I got 10 more minutes. Share the live feed. Tell them that Gaffy Matthews said, turn on the TV now. Turn on the cell phone. Go up on Facebook, YouTube, or Twitter. Turn it on. Here Gavin Matthews speaks. Credible sources has already declared that Joseph Harmon won. No, Joseph Harmon lost, not won. Lost the biennial delegate election to Mr. R.B. Norton. It's time for Mr. Harmon to concede. So, Harmy boy, if you're looking at Gavin Matthews, I know. Don't be like the little boy. Concede and step aside. Give a nice conceding speech and a congratulatory speech and step aside, walk in a corner smoothly and hide yourself away, tuck yourself away if you want to. We understand. Do like what Granger did. He tucked himself away. Very terribly. I'm still upset. So that's what you need to do. Or if you don't want to tuck yourself away, bring yourself on board and uniting the party. Because that's what the party needs. Unity. Unity to tear down this devil. But Jack, you ain't no devil. Tell yourself he's a devil. Party needs unity. Even if you want to get R.B. Norton the help, you already find by yourself. You alone. He alone. It's a one-man army. Frankly bad, your lady lock you up. Police pick you up off of Regent Street. He wanted to take a walk. He alone. That's how the bad they frighten me. When you take a walk and the police don't even got time with you. Bad is laugh. It's weak guy. I don't break down. I take a walk. I can't do nothing. They got control of you, Harmon. So when they don't get control of you, then they pounce upon the black community. They use 94.1 to preach and enslave them. And you now agree with that because you like that. You never come against it. The only person who's coming against such things in his talks and in his actions is Mr. Norton. As I say already, I might like Mr. Norton and I might like him for his attributes and the ways that he has. But he's the right man for the work right now. Because we're facing a terrorist. So we got to put a revolutionary to fight the terrorists. Not to sit down and say I want to write letters. Oh, I'm writing the international communities because Mr. Jagdeo and the presidents is doing all sorts of things. So we want to have a person. The person we want right now is to turn up the heat. Turn up and turn up the heat. So, we're moving forward. We are moving forward. 2020 and 2021 done on its way out. We had a whole year of an illegal de facto regime that were installed. We don't want another year. We want to turn up the heat, protest, bring this de facto government to its knees. They're not legal. So we got worry if watch they could lock me up tomorrow morning if I say me got faint or pretend they could lock me up tomorrow morning. I don't say it already. They're illegal. They're not legitimate. They were never duly elected. We want a leader to tell them that they have to go. We want a leader to tell them that we come into parliament because we don't recognize you. We want a leader to say we will not accept anything that you do, and the monies that you're spending, it's unlawful to spend taxpayers' money when you were never duly elected to spend that money. So jail time is waiting. We want to tell the international community we don't want nothing to do with the PPP. No Jack Joe, no A Fraud Ali. The dunce. We never elected them. You think it's only them people alone out there want them out? I want them out too. They were never, I can't imagine we gave up power to our people that wasn't even duly elected. They lost this election by 20,000 votes. Miserably. They never got elected. That's how they lost this election, by 20,000 votes. And got a constitutional criminal sits on the GCOM chair to accept 47 ballot boxes that never fulfill the credentials of GCOM's constitutional management to how you may validate a vote. And then turn around and tell me that the election was somewhat credible. And I tell you something. I tell you something. It's ain't going down well. You understand? It's ain't going down well. But they got to come out. They have to come out. They got to. I ain't accepting them at all. They need to leave. They need to pack up and go. We don't want them. Mr. Harmon, my wishes to you is to declare tonight in your conceding speech and just allow this new era of Guyanese to rule the country that they want and how they want it to be run and ruled. We don't want you. This black man don't want you. Somehow the other, you got a big bowl. They got a cup, you got a big bowl. And the soup too delicious for you. So you stand easy in your corner there. You could join the rest of our slaves. Stand easy right there. Stand easy right there. Join the rest of our slaves, because to me that's far that's what you were doing. You alone could leave the party. You could hold Granger by his hands. Well, he's in Cuba right now, but you can still hold his hands. You sing Kumbaya and you silently, remorsefully glide yourself away. Come out to the picture, man. Tired. Bunch of old people. You can imagine you, man, you know. I'm in a nice mood tonight. Step aside and let Mr. Norton take its place. Just step aside. Got to be hard on Harmon. Got to. You know, this boy here watch the story too nice. It too tweet. Let it stay one stay with all the sugar. Let it stay one stay with all the sugar. The wrong person. It's the wrong person, the wrong time. But to those who are looking to understand when Mr. Norton takes that position, you have to prepare yourselves to fight the fight. You have to. To those who are looking, you have to prepare yourself to support the fight. What the fight is to tell this de facto administration that they're no longer wanted. They were never wanted in the first place. They're not the will of the people. They're not the choice of the will of the people. The will of the people voted for the APNU AFC and the leader, which was then Mr. Granger, who had won the election, but he decided to give it up. So, according to the information, and I'm talking what all of them said, even Mr. Christopher Jones, he said the polls were supposed to be closed at 7 p.m. tonight because it's 12 o'clock, 7 p.m. last night. And a declaration was supposed to be given at 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock passed and gone. We want to wait no more. We want to wait no more. I don't want to wait no more. I think somebody just, hold on, wait. Somebody just wanted to call. Yes, you can call. Y'all want I call you? I can call you. Person said, can you call? Yes, call right now. We can have the conversation because I want to talk. I know say going to bed. Person asked if they could call. I can call you. I can call you. Yes. A pleasant good morning to you.
Good morning to you.
This is GMS Live, the voice of democracy. Tonight, this morning is about concede and move on, Mr. Harmon. So go ahead.
Yes. Well, it's still night here in America. I knew from
Hello.
long. Yes, I knew from day one that Audrey North was going to be the guy. And my thing is that the election that became a selection with the help of others that have the Guyanese people like myself are looking like in this situation that we are in.
Can you speak up a bit, please? Because I think people are getting a hard time to hear. Talk a little louder.
Okay, I'm saying that I'm happy for Mr. Norton. I know that from day one that he would have been the winner, let me put it this way, for the leader of the party. Hello?
Yes, I'm listening. I'm listening.
Okay. Yeah. I want to say that I'm kind of worried. Why I'm worried is because that I know a lot of people might not want Mr. Norton to be that leader. Mr. Harmon. we all know that he's a failure to our people. I hope and if he's listening, I think that the rightful thing for him to do is just walk away, leave it alone. Do like um, I can't even remember his name. What is his name? The ex, because I stopped thinking about him because the brigadier. Yeah, we Guyanese, we don't need leaders like.
I believe somehow there's a problem with the instrument that you're having because I myself am not hearing you, and I have you on a
I
loudspeaker, and there are persons who are not hearing you too. So I don't.
maybe. Let me say this. Maybe
Uh-huh.
you the problem is coming from the end because you know that they're not going to be easy with this program that you have to right now because
Mm.
I'm using an iPhone. I am using an iPhone, so I think maybe they're interfering with your signal your program there in Guyana. And we can't put them behind backs. But what I'm saying is that I don't think it's coming from this end. We don't have data problem and Wi-Fi problem and all this kind of deal. So maybe they are interfering with your program. But if that is the case, well then I'll have to come out for now. Maybe some other time I'll come on and speak.
Okay. All right. A little tough time here. Okay, good. I don't know what's the problem, but I'm willing to let him speak. Maybe at another time he can call back and we can hear him fully. But at this time, where most of the people are asleep, I think we can get a very strong signal. But somehow or the other, we need to we need to end the show. And to those who are now joining, the information is from credible source that there is a concession is being advised by members of the party to Mr. Harmon to concede to Mr. Norton and to concede and step aside. That is, oh gosh, I think I'm having some more calls. Let me see what else is coming in. Well, I want to give people a hard time. No, not a hard time, a very easy time, sorry. So let me uh let me try to make two more calls. Two more persons have been trying to call in. Good evening to you, sir. Good morning, sorry. Morning from Guyana.
Yeah, good morning. Good morning.
Uh
I'm too very upset. But this is what I gotta say, guys. I think the committee at Congress Place should have been more transparent. You can't get people in this suspense all day from since it was 9 o'clock.
yeah.
If the polls closed, I mean, couple hundreds of
It's not even
dollars.
40,000. I would understand if you have 40,000 people who
Yeah,
are
come
biannual
on, man. Come on.
delegates who are voting. You don't even have that, and be taking a long time to
Yeah,
hear
I
a
mean,
couple hundred people. So
yeah, I mean, but what I'm saying, I mean, as I made a statement, the media in North America and other countries do not wait on them to the
right,
exit polls would show who won
right.
the election.
So
So
according, wait, hold on, let me make it official. According to Gavin Matthews, the credible sources of these exit polls would have shown Mr. Aubrey Norton have won the elections for opposition leader. Nothing more.
yeah, It's that simple. I don't know
it's
why
quite simple.
why you think
You
I think
understand?
it's a yeah. I don't like you. You know, they have to understand the urgency of the thing and what the people need. You know, what the people need to hear to
I
get this
don't
thing
know
over
what
with
is he
and
waiting
move on.
on. He got wait on some
Yeah.
what's it, with the delegates from overseas, the diaspora for coming to do what? And they can't even succeed the ones that are home.
No, but the guy, what his name, Christopher Jones said those things were handed in since 7 o'clock. The overseas, which is not much. I mean, give
I
them
don't
all
know.
the information at 7,
I don't
right
know what is
after 7. So I can't understand.
right. I don't know what are they waiting on, but I am not waiting on them.
Yeah, the
The
people should
facts
not, and that's
and the
where
truth
I
has to
think
be told. You understand?
that's what I think the other media sources should have come forward to, like you do, and said, look, Mr. Norton won the election. Simple as that.
Very simple as that.
You know, I mean, don't get people in this suspense, man.
No
I mean,
man.
let the people's revolution start. That's
Yeah.
what I want to see. I want the people's
You
revolution
want to say want to
start.
be a part of it.
Yeah, that's definitely. I'm going to be giving my 10%.
I want to be a. I don't even care if I got get locked up 20 million times. I go in.
Definitely. I'm going to do my part. I mean, living overseas, I'm going to give my 10% for the next 5 years for the cause. So that's it. And I don't think they should have waited till tomorrow. I mean, people up all day in suspense, and now you're going to tell people to count a couple hundred votes because of different people running for different posts and things like that, executive and all of that. You're going to come on, man. It's a lame excuse. Norton should have been declared a winner tonight, and then
Of course.
let things prepare to
I
come
want to wake up
tomorrow.
tomorrow morning, know well I got to put on my
Yeah,
boots to ready to go down.
yeah, that's what I think.
You understand? I got my
That's
loud
what
head
should
already and my
yeah,
placard.
yeah, yeah. That's what should have happened. Let people
So
ready to go down there to celebrate.
I didn't even want to
You know.
celebrate.
Yeah, but it's just a matter of welcoming, and I hope Harmon and the other guy,
Okay.
Van Mistral, seem more inclusive than Orman, because Orman is talking with both sides of his mouth. He's agreeing that the leader of the PNC should be the opposition leader, but then again he's saying that if he's not successful, he is the leader. He is still the opposition leader. He can't want it both ways. Whether they work together or not,
You got to
is
go.
left to be seen.
You got to do the Michael Jackson. That's what he has to do. Got to stay safe, be careful. Until we talk again, let me make some other calls before I close. Right? Okay. So let me see. I got. Oh, okay. Okay. All right. Let me give this other caller a chance to say something. Then I got my good friend here. On the other hand, this is the GMS Live Voice of Democracy calling you back. Good evening to you.
Hi, good evening to you, sir. Good evening. And quick, what that caller just said about but Norman is still expected to be the opposition leader. Norman got to be delusional. Yes, we understand the coalition situation,
Mm.
but he have to understand the leadership of the coalition comes from the leader of the TNC. Simple.
Well,
So he got to bring in Kemraj and the rest of the boys there from and other places and stuff like that. But if you create the next vote, you understand?
The
So I can't
constitution,
understand where he get that from.
the constitution of the A, the constitution of the APNU AFC specifically states that a partnership for national unity, that means the combined opposition parties or combined parties, along with the AFC, needs to understand that the leadership comes from the largest party on a partnership for national unity, which is the PNC. So it means as the PNC leader becomes the opposition. It's simple.
Exactly. Simple. It's simple as that.
Simple as that.
He's trying to shift the goalpost to suit himself. Now, second, Norman got to understand, he got to get it into his call along with Granger. Well, I understand Granger. Granger seems his thinking could bring about all these mishaps that we're seeing from him, this stubbornness and this out of touch.
Mm-hmm.
And artist way. They have to understand, Norman particularly has to understand that his role is to represent the people.
Well, you know.
That his role is the role of representing the people. That means you go with what the people want. It is that Norman role, and he has no intention changing that stubbornness like Granger, getting where he is today. No one needs to look at Norman as well, Marpar and Upar and Fogam and all of them, but he did how much building and how much that do when he been in government. I don't need to tell it all. All people should pay attention to is his resume as the present opposition leader. And that should speak generally for the position, which is the opposition leader for him. And he failed. He failed miserably.
You know when somebody losing. When somebody losing, all kind of cartographies shows up. Cartographic movements. Suddenly there's a chess game being played when you're losing.
Yeah, but the thing is this, he should understand that logical Guyanese or logical delegates and Guyanese who will be stoned the voice of the I will have some influence on the delegates themselves to make up some of who was undecided to make up their mind. That is Mr. Harman was the opposition leader.
Well,
and all the nonsense that took place and all the leaks that the supporters they got came under his watch.
well,
And the man had no intention of changing the course. Look, the other day of recent, the other day, Mr. Jacob, that is distressing the entire Guyanese nation. You understand me? With what is going on here. He went and he endorsed it. Mr. Norton put them on notice. Who you think the people going to go for?
well, I want to say, Carl, I want to thank you very much for calling. I must close now because it's after 12 and yes. So I want to thank you very much. I don't want to be, speeding down the road to get home. So
Yes, okay.
I must say thank you very much. Stay safe, be careful.
Thanks for having me there. Yes, thanks for
Yes.
having me.
Okay, good. You're welcome. So here ends the Tonight Show. And I am very much pleased that we had a comfortable time to conversate and have this talk done. Let us see what tomorrow brings. I'm already tired of it. We should have a declaration by now. 9 o'clock has passed. We should have a concedence by now by Mr. Harman. And Mr. Norton should have been already taking his place, where he himself and the people who are supporting him should also take their places as the leader of the People's National Congress reform. I want to say thank you. Stay safe, be careful, sanitize yourself, wear a mask. Don't forget the little ones you take into public places. This is Dr. Matthews saying good morning and Cheerios for now.